Russell Wilson and the Seattle Seahawks versus Cam Newton and the New England Patriots.
The city of Seattle, known for coffee, grunge music, and, of course, rain. And we're definitely going to get a heavy dose of the last of those three here tonight as you look inside a wet and wild CenturyLink field. These folks love their football in Seattle. This was the scene a moment ago as the home squad came out of the tunnel, and it was just absolutely deafening in this building. They're set for football, so are we, as the Seahawks get set to match up with Cam Newton and the New England Patriots. They'll run with a former Super Bowl hero. It's James White. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. From the gun, here's Newton. On the move to his left. He'll run it. He'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's 3rd down. An early tough test on the opening drive. This is 3rd and 8. Out of the gun, Newton steps away. He can run for it, and he will. He'll wind up getting 4 yards there on his own, but it also brings up 4th down.
And him running the football is not something that defenses spend a lot of time preparing for. But this guy has a survival instinct and a knack for knowing when exactly to do it.
Now it's Lockett. They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. Seattle's first go on offense forthcoming, and under center, of course, Russell Wilson.
Would you say that last week's performance by him, workmanlike in terms of numbers?
1 touchdown, 1 pick, but obviously a loss.
Yeah, and that's the bottom line for him. All he cares about is how do we find a way to win the game. Maybe leans on a few other parts of the offense, and hopefully springs a receiver or 2 free.
Now left side on the swing pass. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
Yeah, that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 11 yards there and a 1st down for Seattle.
Good game by Chris Carson, picks up a 1st down, and you just have to love his running style. Talk about a straight-ahead guy, no-nonsense type of a runner. He's averaged 82 yards a game over the last 2 seasons and has 1,230 yards on the ground in 2019.
And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
They decided to take a shot and right down the middle of the field, and really, they didn't give it as much time to develop, did they? They want to take that shot somewhere around the 15-yard mark.
And the defense able to recover, bat it free. Second and 10 now, Wilson. Flushed out right. And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. Tyus Bowser. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. 3rd and long. It's Wilson. Dancing to his left. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Tyus Bowser able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening.
It always helps for a visiting team to come in and set the tone on defense. In fact, when we talked with them prior to the game, they said they wanted this home crowd to feel like they had to hide their valuables when they were in town.
Well, the home crowd quiet now early. See if their offense can take over and get some points on the board.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside. On 1st down, Carson.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Now we're going to get a timeout here as it looks like there's a Seahawk injured on the play. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. They'll throw on first down with Wilson. Complete here. It's Hyde. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up second down.
2 yards.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. They'll try the left side. It's Carson. And this Patriot defense up to the challenge once more as they again stop him behind the line.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. An extra corner comes on now for the Patriots D on third down. From the shotgun, Wilson. Escaping the pressure right.
Wilson on the keeper.
No score after 1 on EA Sports.
A 41-yard attempt. Jason Myers on for the field goal. A 41-yard attempt.
Myers' kick is good. And the Seahawks grab a 3-0 lead.
The score, Seahawks 3, Patriots 0.
So still no touchdowns in the first half, but we do have some action on the scoreboard with the field goal.
So maybe now the mentality changes in this game because anytime you can get to the red zone, and if you don't come away with 6 points, you feel like it's a disappointment. In a game like this one, being able to kick field goals means you're right there, and you're just looking for that big break to take you over the top.
One more game remains to be played in week 2 after this one, and it's a game that folks have been looking forward to for months, if not years. The first ever regular season home game for the Las Vegas Raiders as they host the Saints. 8:15 Eastern, 5:15 in Vegas, right here on EA Sports. That should be fun. Now a pass dropped off here for James White. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up second.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space.
Ball carrier.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who could do more than one thing. And I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively. And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35.
The ball carrier.
Got what he needed for the first down with a gain of 2.
Yeah, they really needed to get something going, didn't they? They had punted on the last 2 possessions. The running game starting to come to the front for them, providing a nice pickup there to keep this drive going.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. On the draw, it's White. Bobby Wagner, the NFL's leading tackler in 2019, there on the stop. Line of scrimmage, the 36 on 2nd and 8.
Brings up 2nd and 8 at the 36-yard line.
Now he'll pull it down. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down. New England on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. A shotgun snap for Newton. Open man is Asiasi, the tight end. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
It's a gain of 10.
They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Operating from the gun. Newton got him in. It's Brown. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. It's another 10 yards on that one and another 1st down. First down, here's White. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play.
Ball carrier.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
On 2nd down, they'll run with White. Works his way inside the 30 on a pickup of 4. New England on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. They'll try to pick this up on the ground with White. And he will have the first before he's brought down right on the chalk of the 20.
Quandre Diggs on the tackle.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
The Patriots into the red zone for the first time. 1st and 10 right at the 20. They'll try the air now with Newton. And that one complete to Keene, the tight end. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. A gain of 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6.
17-yard line.
He'll find his tight end here, Asiasi. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. 7 yards there and a 1st down. 2nd quarter, 2 minutes remain. 3-0 our score. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. Steps away to it. Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. K.J. Wright able to get in there and drop him behind the line.
It's interesting, partner, that most defenses try and guard the 35-yard line actively because they think the way kickers are nowadays, about a 52-yard field goal, they're kind of giving up points. But you get even deeper into territory, you get into the red zone, they're going to guard it even more, which means more pressure, more blitzing.
Here's Newton now on 2nd down. This will be caught at about the 5. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down. And he keeps fighting his way into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown.
New England.
James White, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Patriots have taken the lead.
Well, they decided to run it in and got it done on 3rd and goal. A lot of times, that's a passing play.
And the kicker just has to come out for the PAT. He can breathe a sigh of relief as well, right?
Although I don't know if he's really breathing a sigh of relief. I think he likes to put 3 points on his ledger.
Nick Folk for the point after. And this is up and good to make it 7-3. That drive a long one, spanning 15 plays. And it ends with a 1-yard touchdown run. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. This is DJ Reed returning. Now a hit and a loose football. And it's picked up by the Patriots. And he's into the end zone. It's a fumble return and a Patriot touchdown. So problems here on special teams, and it results in the scoop and the score.
They talk all the time on special teams about keeping your head on a swivel, trying to see the whole field. Hard to do when things are going that fast, bodies all over the place. You're just trying to find the right guy to align yourself with. On that play, wow.
So a challenge coming down from the booth, and that's where these challenges come from, of course, in the final 2 minutes of the half.
Yeah, now we're going to New York, right? That's command central for the officials. They'll talk, they'll take a look at it, communicate with the referee at the game site, and issue a final decision because they do have the final call now. This challenge was initiated by the guys in New York. Taking a look at the play, less than 2 minutes to go.
Yeah, I'm sure the coach wanted to challenge it, so he's probably going to send the New York office a holiday card. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime.
30-yard line.
He's got his man. That's Josh Gordon. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. And they've got the hook up. This is Olsen. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. Clock running, and the Seahawks, they're running 2, trying to speed up to the line of scrimmage. He finds his running back, Hyde.
Wilson's pass.
They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here.
Behind the line of scrimmage.
Again, Wilson. Here's Carson with a catch out of the backfield. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. Now here's Michael Dixon as he's on to punt for Seattle. And I don't think Edelman will be able to get to this one. And this punt sails over the sideline, and the spot, it looks to be right at the 25-yard line. Getting set to go again as we look at the back, heading onto the field again. The passing game, they've had more success there than the running game. Maybe something they game plan for.
How come they didn't tell us about it?
Because they wanted to keep it a secret.
We did ask, didn't we? But I think what happened in this one is they've realized that they've established the run pretty well, and teams are going to key on that. They thought they could open it up and have success through the air, and that's exactly what's going on.
Yeah, they've had success at least so far here in the second quarter. 3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. So we've reached intermission here in a low-scoring game. 7-3 is our score. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report, here's Jonathan Coachman.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to our EA Sports Halftime Report. Let's get you caught up on what's going on around the NFL. From there, we're off to check out another game. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the second quarter. Lastly, let's check on one final game for you. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the second quarter. In our game, it was Cam Newton who led the way in that first half. His guys are out in front as we send you back up to the Pacific Northwest, where we rejoin Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Here's Reed. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30.
DJ Reed on the return. The Seahawks take over 1st and 10.
The Seattle offense now set to come back out on the field. And with the way this offense has played thus far, to be frank, they got to feel pretty grateful to be in the ball game.
I would agree with you totally because they've done all of nothing offensively in this game, yet they still find themselves in a position on this drive where a touchdown can give them the lead. They need to take advantage of it.
Now they're still looking for that first touchdown here in the third quarter. All they have so far, the field goal. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
2nd and 5 now. Wilson eluding the pressure right. And he's going to keep it here. The rushing numbers for Wilson, maybe down from earlier in his career, but he's still a threat to go, showing it there, picking up the 1st down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
11 yards there and a first down for Seattle.
Chris Carson has proven to be a workhorse for the Seattle Seahawks, and they continue to expand his game. We know that he can run inside and be a bruising type of a player, but he has surprising speed to the perimeter, and they've expanded his game now by throwing it to him out of the backfield. In 2019, in the top 10 in the league in touches and yards from scrimmage.
Here's Carson. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
The tackle made by Stephon Gilmore. A 6-yard pickup.
From the 44, Wilson. And he's going to go down. Back near midfield at the 49.
Wilson.
One thing that I liked about this guy during the draft process was his motor. Of course, I loved his skills, but he plays hard on every down.
And that motor on full display there as he gets his first NFL sack. Wilson to the Seahawks looking for something big following the sack. It's 3rd and long here. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. Wilson hit, it's loose, it's out, fumble.
Russell Wilson sacked.
Fortunate to get that football back, because trailing here in the second half, last thing they needed was to lose the possession.
And the word I think of here is opportunity, because it could have been lost there, their chance to score points. But the opportunity for the defense was to go ahead and really close this game down if they were able to get possession.
Now here's Michael Dixon as he's on to punt for Seattle. Fair catch signaled for and taken at about the 15-yard line. 37 yards on the punt with no return. And the Pats will be backed up deep to get the drive started as they take over 1st and 10. So here are the Patriots now. They get ready for their first possession of half number 2. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
Now, how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. In on the stop, the Pro Bowl strong safety, Jamal Adams.
Well, the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run. But the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down. From the gun on 3rd down, Newton. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass.
I like this effort there. He got it done on his own. But let's face it, he puts defenses in a really stressful spot when he takes off and runs because a lot of guys have coverage responsibilities.
Good job of rallying, though, because I thought when he first took off, he might pick up the first down. The Patriots send out their punter as he's on to kick it away. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. 39 yards on the punt, just 2 on the return.
The Seahawks take over 1st and
Seattle now ready to march onto the field. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working and call more of that.
Jonathan Jones there to make the stop.
2nd and 9.
On 2nd and 9, Wilson. Philip Dorsett hauls it in. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 16 yards, a first down. Philip Dorsett catching the pass there against his former team. Played 3 years with the Patriots after 2 in Indianapolis. and was a member of the team that won Super Bowl 53, you might remember. They'll run on first down. Carson. He'll get about 4 here, down to the 43-yard line.
On the carry. Taken down at the 43-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
They run again with Carson. And he's going to get stopped up quickly.
Carson
Give him a yard down to the 43.
Taken down at the 43-yard line. A gain of a yard brings up 3rd.
From the gun on 3rd down, Wilson. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
Well, coming into this one, we expected that this offense would have trouble with this defense, and that's exactly the way that this game has gone. Pressure in his face. Coverage downfield has been tight. That led to another incompletion. This defense, they're exactly who we thought they were coming into this one.
Now here's Michael Dixon as he's on to punt. And a fake here. Direct snap to the up man. And the gamble pays off. They get the first. A big breakdown defensively there on the fake punt. Turns into a huge play and a 1st down. So they snap it straight to the up man. What's his responsibility? Normally, obviously, just to protect, but he's got to be a guy that can be pretty agile too, right?
Yeah, without a doubt, because you're talking about a guy, even in protection, he may have to slide up and down the line of scrimmage to pick up someone who comes through trying to block a punt. So you know he's got that ability to move. But oftentimes, just use a running back, a fullback, someone who's used to having the ball in their hands, and he's able to pick up the 1st down.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
A gain of a yard brings up 2nd and 9.
On 2nd and 9, Wilson. And this is caught at the 8. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. Give him 9 on the play, and it'll move the chains.
Goal at the 9-yard line.
It's always interesting when you get ready for a Seattle Seahawks game, because when you think of their receivers, you think of these guys going to be 6'3", 6'4", 225 pounds out on the perimeter. But Tyler Lockett, he shatters all of those thoughts. Much more like a water bug, but maybe their most trusted target downfield. Led Seattle with 1,057 yards last season, operates in the slot and outside, and as tough as any.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down.
By Shaquem Griffin. A big loss.
My man, it's been a rough night for that offensive line, and it's only getting rougher. 5 sacks now that they've given up in this contest so far. It feels like the witching hour out here, doesn't it?
Okay, stupid question. What's the witching hour?
Yeah, the witching hour. That's when everything goes haywire late at night.
First down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further. From the gun, it's Wilson. Looking for his running back, and he's got it. That'll be a pickup of 4 as they work with his 4-point 4th quarter lead.
4 yards on the pickup.
A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. This is Carson. He will push his way down to about the 14. And 3 yards on the carry there as his defense holds strong and takes it to 4th and goal.
I know this is your spot, partner, so forgive me for jumping in, but there's no decision right here. They have to go for it in this situation. They're down on the scoreboard. How many other opportunities are you going to get?
Yeah, I'm with you. 4th quarter, like you said, down on the scoreboard. And remember here, a field goal virtually does them no good. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here.
A 31-yard attempt.
And Myers able to knock it through, and they'll get it back within a point at 7-6.
Makes the score Patriots 7, Seahawks 6.
So with that field goal, this one's now back within a field goal. Maybe not the ultimate result they wanted, but gets them that much closer.
This game is unfolding like a really good book, isn't it? Because I feel like there's a few more plot twists yet to be revealed before this one is over.
The Patriots take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
New England trying to get a place on offense. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here.
2nd and 5 at the 27-yard line.
On 2nd down, it's White, and he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. They lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bring it up a key 3rd down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity, because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now. Just stop them, get to the ball. That means they might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunities.
And you said key 3rd down. Highlight that word, put it in bold. Here we go. Throwing on 3rd down, Newton. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
So a good punt, but a solid 12-yard return.
The Seahawks take over 1st and
Seattle again getting ready to take over offensively. Their defense accomplished step 1 of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a 4th quarter lead. Well, we had a number of good games in the afternoon sessions, but this Sunday nighter might top them all. So we come up here on 1st and 10. From the gun, Wilson. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a 1st down.
How many times have we seen this late in the 4th quarter? Because you know the pass rush is getting after him, and they get upfield, get that great push, and what do they create? Space, and he takes off.
Now Wilson on 1st down. And this one's incomplete. Greg Olsen was the intended target, but it'll be 2nd down. So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. Now left side, a completion to his tight end. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball, because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down.
Greg Olsen was a big-time pickup for the Seattle Seahawks in the offseason. Spent the last 9 seasons with Carolina as an all-pro, Pro Bowl tight end, and did the same thing before that with the Chicago Bears. Now he moves to the Northwest and gives Russell Wilson a big-time target in the middle of the field.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Now it's Carson. And he gets it down close to the 10-yard line.
on the carry.
A solid run on 1st down, gain of 7, leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Pickup. Brings up 2nd.
Back to the ground. This time it's high. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2.
A yard. Brings up 3rd down and 2.
On 3rd down, it's Carson. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave him with a 4th down. Got to kick it, right? I mean, even the short yardage, you boot this thing, don't you?
Yeah, but I know how aggressive you are. I know what you want. You want to go for it, don't you? You're feeling it, aren't you?
Yeah, but treat it like a football game, not like Madden.
I like that. Fight the temptation, kick the field goal, because if you go for it and don't get it, you put a lot on your defense in a short amount of time.
So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming.
A 27-yard.
4th quarter, 2 minutes on the clock in a tight 1-point game. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Myers' kick is good. But wait up now, a flag is down. If this is on the defense, they're going to get the first. Well, when you're leading in the fourth quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
So now then, the penalty's got him set up with a 1st and goal. A give to Hyde out of the gun. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. It'll be a pickup of 4, and it brings up 2nd and goal. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Now Wilson. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. Philip Dorsett, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Seahawks are going to retake the lead.
Wow, I know it's a never-say-never situation, but to me, that looks like that's the one that's going to finish them off.
A score that puts them in front here late, but you got to rally your kick team, don't you, and say the last thing we need is a big return.
And what happens is guys get overeager, get out of their lane because they're so excited they want to make the last tackle. You mess up, could come back at you a long way.
Throwing now is Wilson. Flush to his right, and he will get into the end zone for the 2 points, and that helps. That gives him a 7-point lead. So the signal caller doing it himself there on the 2-point try.
You got to like that. We always talk about the ball staying in the hands of the best players, but most of the time you want to get it to a back, pitch it to a wide receiver. In this case, the quarterback did it himself.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he'll wind up getting a couple extra yards here for his trouble and bringing it out of the end zone as he's down at the 27.
27-yard line.
So Newton and the Patriots down 14-7, under 1:20 to go. They've surrendered a double-digit lead but can rescue themselves late as they come up on 1st down. Now it's Newton. Buying time to his left. He's going to take off with it. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a 1st down. Late in the game, defense trying to avoid a big play. He's able to work out of the passing game, turn it into a run, pick up the 1st, and stop the clock as well.
And you know in this situation, everything is sped up. The intensity, the thinking, everyone's movements. But for a quarterback, he has to continue to be what we call a flatliner. Level in everything he does and read the clock, feel it in the pocket, and go at the appropriate time.
Now a pass here caught by Edelman. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. That one good for 13 at a New England 1st down. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. Got the defense on their heels. 2 1st downs in a row, and now a pickup of 8. Over the middle, and it's incomplete. Jaron Brown, the intended target, and it's 3rd and short. After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. And a crusher there as it's intercepted. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. And the return out shy of midfield to the 46-yard line. So the defense helping him out a little bit here late in the 4th.
Yeah, and you're exactly right. And when you're the one doing the chasing, you'll take a little help from the other guys, won't you?
Stepping up, he's going to keep it. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they get it with just 19 seconds left on the clock. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. They'll roll him out right. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Now the Patriots will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop him with 13 seconds left to play. And a dump off to White. And he's going to have just a couple here with a marker on the field as well.
Holding offense.
Are you serious, dog?
They get the guard out of Georgia Tech, Shaq Mason. Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. Oh, no, he lost the football. And the Seahawks have picked it up. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. 10. And this defense has broken it open as they return it to the house for 6. Charles, in this one, I think the storyline really, the fourth quarter, coming into it neck and neck, but they were able to separate, put their foot on the gas, and get the win.
And since you mentioned neck and neck, I'm going to stay with a little bit of a horse racing theme. It was that close, and then really went into the gallop and finished it strong.
One more horse racing theme. I am glad you posted today.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
So for the Seahawks, they make amends for their Week 1 loss by winning their home opener. And they'll get to stay put for a few days as they'll host the Dallas Cowboys next week. Meanwhile, for the Patriots, they will fall to 1-1. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.